Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So radio button, it is used when you want the user to select a single item from a small list of choice. Okay. So in the previous one, we had multiple options. Okay. But here in the radio button, we don't have many options. We will be having only a minimum option, either 2 or 3 options. In that case, we go for radio buttons. Okay. So buttons are made mutually exclusive. That means, see, this is an example continent where we have 3 options. Okay. So in this is a radio button example. So in this example, you can select only one option. Okay. So only one option you can select. Okay. So you cannot in the, yeah, I'll show you an example. Here, when you are going for the radio button, give type is equal to radio. Remember this, okay? Type is equal to radio. Give the name and give the ID. Okay. So it is not mandatory that you have to give the name and the ID. Okay. If you want, you can give the value. Okay. I'll give the value as 1. Okay. And give the name. You have to, and remember when you are giving, okay, when you are creating the radio button, this one point you have to remember, the name should be same. Okay, the name should be same because these two radio button, they belong to the group gender. Correct. So in this, you have to remember. Okay. And value is different. Okay, value is different, but name should be same. Okay, and it is a radio button, so type is equal to radio. Okay, and there should be a submit button. Okay. So look at this. So this is a radio button with the 2 options. Okay, so you can select either one of the option. You cannot select both the options. Okay, either one of the option you can select. Okay. Yeah. For example, suppose if you give different name. Okay. You have given here F name and here I have given L name. Okay. Different name you have given. So if you give different name, see here, I can select both the options. Correct. So this is one mistake. Okay. Usually the students do. Okay. While writing the example for radio button, they give different name when creating the radio button. Okay, so remember you have to give the same name. Okay, so give some meaningful name. Gender. Is it clear? Any doubt in this? Any doubt in this? So now you can select either one of the options.
No, ma'am.
Huh? No doubt or not understood? Is it clear? Radio button.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So this is about radio button. Okay. So the next one is, here also we have an example. Okay. So you can see here the name is the same. Okay. So these all 3 options, they come under continent. Okay. And there is an attribute called as checked. Okay. So checked attribute is used to indicate a default choice. Okay. For example, I want the female to be selected by default. Okay. So by default, the female to be selected. Okay. So in that case, you can give check. Okay. You can run the off, and you can see by default the female will be selected. Okay. So this can be done by using the attribute checked. Okay. Just you should give checked, or sometimes people give checked is equal to checked. Okay. This is also fine. Okay. So this is also fine, or simply you can give here. So the next one is checkbox. Okay. So checkbox are used for getting yes or no options. Okay. So checkbox, it is used to get yes or no option, or on or off response from the user. Okay. So checkbox are, okay, you can create a checkbox, okay, using input tag and type is equal to checkbox. Okay, in the previously it was type is equal to radio. Here for checkbox, the type is equal to checkbox. Okay. You can also group checkbox together by having them share the same name attribute. You can group here. So this is an example. You can see here, sometime when you install some softwares, okay, you may be getting this I accept the software license. Correct, right? Or do you agree to the uh, policy, or do you agree to the rules? A checkbox will be given, correct? So before proceeding, okay, before proceeding, there will be a checkbox, okay, in which you will be giving only two answer. Okay, if you tick, it will take it as yes. If you don't tick, it will take it as no. Okay, so each checked box will have its value sent to the server. So it will send the value yes or no value to the server. Okay, the checked attribute can be used to set the default value to the checkbox. Okay. So this is an example. See here, I have a label here. I accept the software license. Okay. So input type is equal to checkbox. Name is equal to accept. Okay. So we can give the name. Okay. But remember, the type should be equal to checkbox. So here we have three checkbox options. Okay. So first name we are given Canada, France, and Germany. Okay. And these three checkbox, they belong to the same group. So we have the same name. Okay. But the checkbox and radio button, the difference is, so in the radio button you can select only one option. Okay. But in checkbox you can select multiple options. Okay. So let us go for an example. Type is equal to checkbox. So you can give some name. Okay. Department, BSc. Go for a break. So this is a checkbox. Okay. See here you can select multiple options. Okay, not just one option, you can select multiple options. You can uncheck and check it. You can select multiple options. Okay. So whereas if you go for radio button, you can select only one option. Okay. If we had three options, in that three options, you can select only one option. Okay. But the radio button, you can select multiple options. Is it clear? So they may ask you in the exam, okay, explain the radio button, okay, and checkbox using with an example. Okay, and what is the difference between a radio button and a checkbox? Is it clear? Any doubt in this checkbox? Any doubt?
No, ma'am.
So the next one is button controls. Okay. So we have already saw one button. Okay, that is a submit button. So input type is equal to submit. Okay, so this will create a button that submits the form data to the server. Okay, so this is a commonly used button where we give type is equal to submit. Okay. So there is one more where we give input type is equal to reset. Okay. So reset, it is used to clear any user already entered data. Okay. Any data which is already entered which can be cleared using reset button. Okay. So for reset button we are giving type is equal to reset. Okay. Suppose if you are given, okay, any option, okay, it will clear it using reset. Okay. So that is about type is equal to reset. Another one is type is equal to button. So this is, there is one more input type is equal to button and value. So this is a button where you can specify your own content. Okay, for the button, your own value you can specify for the button. So this button, usually this tag, okay, with the type is equal to button is used along with the JavaScript. Okay, so JavaScript which you will be studying later. So the next one is input type is equal to image. So here it is used for creating the image. You can see here type is equal to image and you can specify the source. Okay, image source you can specify. So this is a button, okay, but it is of type image. You can create your own image, okay, and it can be taken as a button. And the next one is button. Okay. Next one is button. So the tag name itself is a button. Okay. So it differs from input type is equal to button. Okay. So here what we do is in the button tag we can give our own links. Okay, we can have the link like this. Okay, here we have a link. to the page email.html, and this is written using anchor tag A. Okay, and inside that you can have an image. Okay, this is one more example. So this is using button. Okay, but inside this button you have a link. Okay, similarly, instead of link you can go for image also. Okay, so this is about button controls. Okay, clear. So these are the different types of buttons that we have in HTML. Button type is equal to submit, button type is equal to reset, type is equal to button, type is equal to image, and a button tag. Is it clear? Any doubt in this? Any doubt in this?
No, ma'am.
The next one is specialized controls. Okay, so before that, so I'll show some examples. Okay, so these are some examples from. So this is a complete form. Okay, with almost all the tags that we have studied in the form elements. Okay, this is for entering the name. Okay, what is the type we use for this? I want a control, form control. What is the type that we use for this? It's a simple text, right? We are entering simple text. You can go for type is equal to text. Okay. Similarly, this is for a Dropbox we have. Okay, data list. This is a data list. Okay. This is not a Dropbox. This is a data list. Okay. So we have different options. Okay, you can select one of the options in this. This is a type is equal to password. Okay, type is equal to password. And what is this? This is a radio button. Okay, we can select only one option. And this is a checkbox. We can select multiple options. And this is a Dropbox or select list. Okay, where you have multiple options in the form of Dropbox. So you can select multiple options here also. See here, using control. Okay, using control or shift button, you can select multiple options. Okay, use shift. Okay, use shift and select multiple options. Here I have selected 3 branch information, computer science, and electronics out of this 5 branches. Okay, and this is for text area for entering multi-line inputs, and we have 3 buttons. Okay, one for submit, this is for reset, and this is one more button. Okay, created by the user with the value upload file for uploading the file. Okay, and this can be connected with the server side program. Okay, this button can be connected with the server side program for uploading the file. Okay, so this is only the front end. Okay, the front end, how you can create a form using HTML. For this form, you can give style using CSS. Okay, you can give background color. You can create neat placeholder. Okay, so you can make changes, okay, using CSS to give neat presentation for this form. Okay, you can give a title, you can make it center align. Okay, so is it clear? Any doubt in form? Any doubt in this? So this is one more form. So in this form, we have three options for entering the name, address, and city, state, and zip code. Okay, so it's a simple text box where type is equal to text. I didn't show you the code for this, right? Okay. So this is the complete HTML. Okay. Form creation. You can see here form action is equal to 11.html. Okay. So after I click on the submit button, okay, after I click on the submit button, okay, you have to fill this forms, data, name, okay, fill the form details. Please match the required format. We'll see what is the format given. Okay. So enter your name, type is equal to text, name, my name, and see the pattern. What is the pattern? The pattern is A to Z. Okay. So only three characters. Okay, only three characters you can have. This is only. So you can see here, after you enter, after you give submit button, it is taking to which page? 11.html page. Okay. So which we have given using action attribute. Okay, you can see here. In action, what we have specified? Action is equal to 11.html. Okay. So server, it is taking to the page 11.html. And what is the method used? Method used using get. So that is why all the data is sent using query string. Okay. So because in get method we are sending the data using query string. Okay. So here size is equal to 30. So this is one more attribute. Okay, size is equal to 30. That means maximum number of characters you can give 30. Okay, max length. Okay, the length. Okay, you can see here the length you have specified. Okay, max length, that is the width of the text box. Okay, width of the text box, it is 25. Next we have a enter your browser. Okay. So here we are using your data list. Okay, this is together. This is together in here. Input list is equal to browser, and we have a data list here with multiple options. Next we have enter your password. For password we have type is equal to password. Next for radio button for gender. Okay, for gender we have a radio button. Type is equal to radio. Okay, so there are two values. One is male, another one is female. Next one is checkbox. So here we have four options. One is Gmail, Facebook, Twitter, and Google Plus. Okay, all are having same name. You can see here they all belongs to the same group. Correct. So it does belong to the social media group. So that is why they are having the same name. Act. Okay. And the next one is a Dropbox or a select list. Okay, so this is a select list for branch. Okay, with 5 branch. So by default, this will be selected. Computer science is selected by default. So multiple is equal to multiple. That means I can select more than one option. So if you are giving multiple is equal to multiple, you can select more than one option. Okay. Next, this is for suggestion. For suggestion, it will take multi-line input. That's why we are using text area. Row is equal to 5 and column is equal to 100. Okay. Next, we have 3 buttons: submit, reset, and button with the value upload file. Is it clear? Is it clear? Any doubt in this form? Any doubt in this? Please practice this. Okay. I'll upload this in the Microsoft Teams. Okay. You create a notepad, something like this. Okay. With the extension .html. Okay. And try to practice all these tags. Clear, right? Any doubt in this? Form control elements. These are some of the basic control elements. Any doubt? Any doubt in this? So this is one more example. Okay. So here there are 3 text box, and here we have a table. Okay. This is a table. Okay. In the table, what we have done is there are 3 rows. 3 columns, and we have 5 rows. Okay. 5 rows we have. So in the first column, so it is a simple text. Third column is also simple text. Okay, and the fourth column, here we have a text box where we have to enter a value of the quantity. Okay, so here it is a text box. Okay, you can enter, the user can enter the value. Okay, and this is a payment method. So only one payment method you can select. So it is a radio box. Okay, radio box. And next we have 2 buttons. One is submit button, another one is reset button. Okay, clear your order information. Okay, so this is one more form. So like this, we'll be getting a question. Okay, they may give you an image where you have to create the form. Okay. So I have given the code for this. Okay, please go through this. Okay, you can see here, first row, so it's a text. Second one, it is a phrase. And the third one, it is a text box for entering the quantity. Okay, same thing repeats for all the 4 rows. Okay. So go through this. So moving on to the next one, specialized controls. Okay. So previously, whatever form controls we saw, they are all basic controls. These are all specialized controls. So moving on to the first one, input type is equal to hidden. Okay. So there is one more type with the value hidden. Okay. So just to, I will create input, and I will give type is equal to text, and one name you can give name, and if you want you can give the ID and all. So this is a text box, break it. So now you can see the text box, but if you give hidden, type is equal to hidden, it will not be visible to the user. Okay, type is equal to hidden. Okay, so that is one of the specialized control. Type is equal to hidden. And the next one is type is equal to file. Okay, whenever you want to, we are going for uploading a file. Okay, so in the most of the form you can see, okay, an option to upload the file. Upload the file. If the file can be an Excel file, a simple text file, or an image. Okay, upload your photos. Okay, so in that case, we'll be creating an input type is equal to file. And remember, since we are going for type is equal to file, the method should be post, and we have to go for encoding type is equal to multi-part form data. So this is the encoding type we have to go when we are using type is equal to file. Okay, so this one you have to remember. Okay, so type is equal to file, method is post, okay, and encoding type should be this. Okay, so this is the one encoding format we are using for uploading the file. So multi-part means we are, suppose if the file is a large file. Okay, so what the browser will do? So browser will divide the file into multiple parts and then it will send it to the server. Okay, so that is encoding type is equal to multi-part form data. Okay, so this encoding type, okay, is supported in method is equal to post. So here type is equal to file. So you can see here this option. Okay, when you click on the option, it will open, okay, a window where you can upload the files. Is it clear? So these are some of the common, okay, controls which you will be using when you are creating your when you are going for your mini projects. Okay, these are some of the common controls. So form element must use post method and it should include encode type is equal to multi-part. Okay. File cannot be transferred to the server using the normal URL encoding. So this is a normal encoding by default. Okay. So if you don't specify any encoding format, this is a normal one. Okay. But this is not supported for type is equal to file. Is it clear? Any doubt in today's session? So we'll stop till here. Any doubt in this? Any doubt in today's session? Mahima, any doubt? Hmm? Any doubt? Mahima. Okay. Any doubt? Please
No,
raise.
ma'am.
Clear, right? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Practice this. Okay, practice this, and be ready with your mini project title. Okay. So after your Infosys interview, please search one mini project title and send it. Okay. Thank you. So I didn't call attendance, right? 1 second. Okay. Chaitanya Krishna. Chaitanya Krishna. Swati Priya.
Present, ma'am.
Afzal Khan. Afzal Khan. Akil. Amoga.
Yes, ma'am.